We're very lucky that we've had people on the autism spectrum and their families visit us lots over the years, and we noticed anecdotally that was something that was happening, particularly if we ran Minecraft workshops, because Minecraft have a totally different server just for people with autism, and it's become quite important to some people in the autism community. Because of the Minecraft connection, it means that quite a lot of people with autism, particularly young people with autism, find that they like to socialise via their computer, and that they have a real attachment to their computer and specific games on their computers. So our collection lends itself to these families, and so we just really wanted to make sure that anybody who wanted to visit could. Our first specific event for people with autism and their families was February this year. So the real idea is just to welcome people to the museum and get them to have the opportunity to take part in absolutely everything that other members of the public get to do, just at a time before we're open. So it's quieter, it's calmer, we can limit the numbers of people and hopefully create a really positive atmosphere within that. Thank you for the funding. It's made such a difference. It's been absolutely amazing. So the first thing that I wanted to do was buy ear defenders. A lot of the machines in the museum set off a really odd high-pitched noise. There's lots of different noises and it can be overwhelming, and it can become really quite difficult to handle some of the galleries. So one of the things I wanted to do was find a way of making that more manageable, and ear defenders is a really small thing we can do that we can loan out to people who would benefit from them. I also bought some more equipment for our chill out zone. So another thing that's really important for the families who visit us with autism is a quiet, safe space they can go if it all becomes really overwhelming. And so what we've been able to do is buy special giant bean bags, which are sensory bean bags. And also we've bought some special lights for in that room. So it's just about creating a calming, positive, nice atmosphere where you can just go and hang out with your family and chill out. And the final thing that we've been able to do is we've been able to buy activity bags. So we've made up two different types. Each activity bag is pitched at a different age group. So there's a sort of general under fives and a general over fives, although we try not to put ages on them because we know that can be a big thing for brothers and sisters. In them you get a book about computers, like a storybook. You get a piece of Lego or Duplo, which ties into the collection. You get a hat and a magnifying glass for exploring, a cipher activity, and a spot the difference, and a family trail, and just some really fun activities to engage with the museum in a different way. And those will be brilliant for people with autism. We did work closely with families that we've met before to develop those, make sure that they were useful activities, but they're also things that can be lent out to all other families who visit. So our intention is to introduce the relaxed openings every school holidays. So every school holidays we run our Bites programme of activities. So there's all sorts of fun things going on in the museum for families, and we want to make that same stuff accessible to all families. So we try and do one every single holiday, and hopefully two every summer.
Without the relaxed opening, we wouldn't be able to take the children to an event. And it's not just Jake that it affects, it's the sibling Sam as well. So it's really, really important. I think that the effect on siblings is actually forgotten quite a lot. To be able to come to a museum and to share the normal things of childhood is amazing. ASD can be isolating. Without this, we would miss that. We would miss out on that. Our isolation would be so much more. Jake has earplugs. He has earplugs on underneath his ear defenders, and so sometimes though Jake might be embarrassed about wearing ear defenders. Jake has high functioning autism. He goes to a mainstream school and he doesn't like to feel different. If you come to an event like this, he can wear the ear defenders without feeling different because he knows that other people will be wearing some. He knows that there won't be as many crowds. The other aspect was the rucksack that you gave us. We went into a musical room, which Sam loved. Sam loves music and street dance and all things noisy, which of course Jake can't tolerate. So he had his ear defenders on, and he also made some Lego, which was a fantastic distraction while Sam enjoyed the other exhibits that were available.
I've enjoyed it a lot more today because there's not as many crowds, and I've loved playing and looking at all of the old computer systems.